Revolutionizing an industry can be a tough act to follow, but at Xerox, we've embraced a new role. Working behind the scenes to provide companies with services, like helping HR departments manage benefits and pensions for over 11 million employees, reducing document costs by up to 30%, and processing $421 billion in accounts payables each year, helping thousands of companies simplify how work gets done. How's that for an encore? With Xerox, you're ready for real business.
In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Xerox faced the classic problem of having their core business of copiers and scanners commoditized after a boom period. Demand for hardware was declining, and competitive pressure from rivals HP and Canon was further eroding revenues. In 2001, faced with the threat of bankruptcy, Xerox embarked on a long and difficult journey of transition from a product to service-focused company, driven by a desire to anticipate and satisfy customer needs. The transformation was led by newly appointed CEO Ann Mulcahy, who had been with Xerox for more than 25 years and had risen through ranks from a field sales representative through HR and operations. Mulcahy's number one priority was returning the business to profitability. She achieved this goal within 1 year through reducing costs, focusing on value-adding processes, and divesting of unprofitable businesses such as ink printers, a segment she had originally built. Mulcahy's thorough knowledge of Xerox was invaluable when making decisions about difficult strategic trade-offs, motivating employees, or overcoming resistance to change within the organization. In the next few years, she geared up Xerox for the transition in the company portfolio through changing the company culture, requalifying talent, and freeing up cash for making key acquisitions in the services segment. The next step in the transformation process was acquiring and assimilating a number of document management, cross-media, and business technology service providers that culminated with the $6.4 billion acquisition of Affiliated Computer Services, one of the leaders in business process outsourcing with 75,000 employees. From 2009, the transformation of Xerox was led by Mulcahy's successor, Ursula Burns, who also had close to 30 years of tenure within the company. The story of Xerox from 1999 to present is a casebook example of a company that achieved a massive transition from its core business through application of portfolio agility. The transition was successful to a large extent due to management's long tenure and thorough knowledge of the business, which translated in an ability to spot the change in customer needs and seize opportunities to move away from a declining business into a growing one. The company had been profitable since 2001, and revenues in the last 2-3 years have surpassed revenues from the company's boom years. Additionally, revenue sources have completely shifted. From 2007 to 2012, Xerox grew its service revenues from 0 to $11.5 billion, which represents 51% of total revenues. In the company's own words, Xerox is now a services-led partner in key enterprises and helps customers make the most of their IT infrastructure to bridge the paper and digital world. The successful transformation of Xerox provides an important insight for businesses which run counterintuitive to common practices. It is common for troubled companies to bring outside management with the hope of getting a fresh perspective. Nevertheless, Xerox relied on seasoned internal talent who understood their customers' needs and were able to timely act on them, even when that meant drastically moving away from a core business of an iconic century-old brand.